Yo, what's up guys, I'm the Fire King, and today we're going up against a very good buddy of mine, Joel. He is coach of the Philadelphia Phanphies, and this is the TEE Season 1 week number 2. And like I said, my buddy Joel and I, we've been knowing each other for a very long time. We've been in many leagues together. We started out in the BCF. That was the very first league we did together. We did 2 seasons over there, if I'm not mistaken. That league, you know, slowly but surely died. So I made the PWC. I invited Joel season 2, and he's been in the PWC with me since season 2. So he was part of season 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I invited him to this league known as the TEE. And at the end of week 1, I thought I was going to be first place in my division because I picked up a nice 1-0 victory. I picked up a nice 4-0, against Storm and the San Diego Sneasels, who's also in our same division. And Joe's in our division as well. So me being 1-0 with the +4, Joel outdid me week 1 because he went 1-0 with the +5. So at the end of week 1, Joel was in first place in our division. And here we are, we have to face each other. Like I said, me and him known each other for some time now. We've played multiple times. I know he's beaten me, and I know I beaten him. The last time we faced was season 4 of the PWC, and I beat him. I believe it was a 1-0. And you know, that's the last time we faced because PWC season 5 I had to drop out. So here's going to be a good matchup. It's going to be very difficult. Just because, like I said, me and Joe known each other for a very long time. So let me get into my team really quick. I got my Mega Venusaur, which is especially defensive, with like Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, and I want to keep his other moves hidden. And then I got Captain V, my M.Victinis over here. I'm also going to keep his moves hidden. I got Lando, holding the leftovers, physically defensive with like EQ, knockoff, U-turn, and hidden power ice. The hidden power ice is just there to hit the Lando eye. And then, because I believe it's still a 2-hit KO. And then I got Greninja holding the White glasses with Scold, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, and U-turn. U-turn is just there for momentum. I got the Blastoise, especially defensive with leftovers, with Scold, Icy Wind, Toxic, and Rapid Spin. I had to bring Blastoise for the simple fact that Joe has, I don't want him to hazard stack me with rocks over here, but from the Donphan and Sticky Waves from the Garvantula. So I had to bring Blastoise with Rapid Spin. And then I got Registeel holding the leftovers, especially defensive with Iron Head, Seismic Toss, Toxic, and Stealth Rocks. And Joe brought Tangrowth, Mew, Lando Eye, Garvantula, Blaziken, and Donphan. So let's get into this matchup. He starts off with his Garvantula. I start off with my Mega Venusaur. So I go for that Mega Evolution turn 1. Essie goes for Sticky Webs. I go for a Sludge Bomb, does a clean 64% to him. And then he's just going to hit me with the Bug Buzz. I eat up that hit, and another Sludge Bomb will knock him out. And that's a kill for Mega Venusaur, making his debut here in this season for us, because week 1 he did not come. Here, Joe goes into Mew. He pulls a double. I'm trying to see what my switching is to his Mew, which is my, well, this time I went into Registeel. Like I said, he pulled that double. I'm not staying in because that Blaziken's standing right in front of me. I go into my Lando, get that Intimidate drop. He goes for a high jump kick. Lando eats up that hit. Here he switches out, and I believe I go for a knockoff. And I knock off the Donphan's AV. And here, you know, I should have gone for the U-turn or something. But here, I don't know. This is probably where I misplayed right here. I went for Hidden Power Ice for some reason. And I only did 23% to the Donphan, so the Donphan eating it up. Then he goes for a knockoff, knocking off my leftovers. And then I still stay in. I take an Ice Shard. And now I go for the U-turn. But the Donphan, you know, heavily damaged my Lando, and my Lando's my switch into the Blaziken. Here I go into Blastoise, because I want to get rid of those webs on my field, on my side of the field. So I just go for the Rapid Spin, baiting in the Tangrowth. I got to switch here. I go into Mega Venusaur. and he pulls a double again into his Blaziken. And like I said, my Lando's heavily damaged now. I go into Lando, get that Intimidate drop. As he goes for a Brave Bird, does 20% to me. Takes a little bit of recoil damage, and then he goes for an Overheat, showing he's a mixed variant, knocking out my Lando. So now we're tied 4-4. Here I go into Finn Balor, my Greninja. As he switches out his Blaziken, I go for a Scold onto the Tangrowth, getting a burn. And I'm just going to go for a U-turn here, getting a little bit more chip damage on the Tangrowth. It's super effective, so it did 90%, and I'm not invested in physical attack at all. I go into my Mega Venusaur as he goes into a Giga Drain. And he takes a little bit of burn damage there. Here he switches out. I go for a Sludge Bomb, does 60% to the Blaziken. And now this big threat is at 32%. I gotta go on to Blastoise. I take a Flare Blitz. He takes a little bit of recoil. My Blastoise is especially defensive, so I'm not gonna be taking his hits any good. He goes for a high jump kick. He gets a crit, knocks out my Blastoise. So now I go into Greninja, Finn Balor, going for the Scold, taking out Blaziken. And here he goes out into his Tangrowth. I just go for a U-turn. And you know, getting some more damage on the Tangrowth, go on to my switching, which is Mega Venusaur, who can wall Tangrowth pretty good. And here I believe I just go for, what was it, Sludge Bomb? Yeah, I go for Sludge Bomb on the Donphan, and then go for a Giga Drain, knocking out the Donphan. And my Mega Venusaur is at a good amount of health here. As he goes down to his Mew, this thing's a threat because I don't know what kind of Mew it is. I don't know what kind of set it is. So I switch out and he goes for a sub. But I know I could break the subs with Seismic Toss. He goes for a Flamethrower, does a good amount to me. As I go for Seismic Toss, breaking the sub. I don't need this thing behind the sub if he ends up killing me. He goes for a Flamethrower, does 30% to me. And I just goes for a Seismic Toss. And I wanted to go for Toxic because he can't synchronize that onto me, but I didn't want him to go for a sub on my Toxic. So I just keep going for Seismic Toss, and there he went for Dazzling Gleam, I think expecting my Greninja maybe? Well, and then, you know, here he goes for a Flamethrower. I go for another Seismic Toss, and Registeel taking out the Mew. And here he goes on to his Lando. This thing's a threat. He goes for Earth Power, knocking out my Registeel. And now I go back into Greninja. I go for an Ice Beam, knocking out the Lando. And right now we're up 3-1. So here I just go for a U-turn. And I'm going to switch on into Mega Venusaur that can wall the Tangrowth. As he goes for a Giga Drain, eating up that hit. And we have Mega Venusaur here, and then we have M.Victinis with you know, that could take on the Tangrowth also. Like he goes for Hidden Power Ice here. I believe it was Ice. I eat up that. And then I go for another Sludge Bomb, knocking out the Tangrowth. And that is GG to my buddy Joel. We pick up a nice 3-0 win. Mega Venusaur picking up 3 kills, knocking out the Galvantula, the Donphan, the Tangrowth. Greninja taking out the Blaziken and the Lando. And Registeel taking out the Mew. And you know, we are now 2-0 with a +7 differential. Now we're in first place in our division after week 2, and first place in the league overall. And you know, the team's doing great. Mega Venusaur, who did not come week 1, you know, holds the most kills in our team, along with Registeel. Yes, Registeel and Greninja. But Registeel and Greninja both have 3 kills, 1 death. Mega Venusaur has 3 kills, 0 deaths. And next week we gotta face my buddy Sniper. He's not in our division, but it doesn't matter. We still need to pick up a W. Sniper, week 1, he picked up a nice, 5-0 win. In week 2, he fell 6-0 to my buddy the OP Jellison. So Sniper's gonna be looking for a win, but we want to continue our winning streak. And you know, with that said, I will see you guys next time. Later.